Kyle, my dude.
Hello.
Welcome to the show, dude. I really appreciate you carving out some time in your busy day and making an appearance in the compound.
The depression, numbness. Like, for me personally, I have to compartmentalize.
Right.
And it does really work.
Nice.
Because then you can also categorize, so when you go to like, gatherings, event, meetings, whatever,
right.
but also the people you talk to are really a really big part of the community. And there's a good chance that I'll meet someone who can help me with my goal for poetry or comedy or like fundraising.
Yeah.
Or like, is there someone at this event that can actually help me?
Interesting. It like brings focus and meaning to kind of why going to certain things.
Yeah, because then you have intention with everything.
Right, which is huge, man.
Honestly,
and there's more fulfillment as you go. Oh,
like you're setting a good intention, and like you have a good purpose to go, and then you're basically just saying like, all right, universe, at least bring me some good shit. Don't like to sit still or like be in one track.
Right.
So like every year I'll make goals. I have 8 categories.
Jesus.
So there's one for like spirituality, one for like marketing, one for like poetry, one for podcasting.
Whoa.
And so I'll break it down.
Dude, I love that.
It's so much easier, man.
Yeah? Does it make it easier to accomplish them or just, eh?
Yeah, and then you can also categorize. Like, maybe it's because the way my brain works.
Yeah.
And, like, it's all boxes in my head.
Right.
And so, like, I can visualize, like, just finding that box on the shelf and open it. And I'll somehow remember, like, all the shit that we just said.
Yeah.
And so, it's the same thing with, like, the goals where, like, I'll just... Poetry will be so specific that I want to finish a poetry collection this year.
Right.
And for podcasting, that I want to get onto CBC.
Nice.
And so, I mean, it does work and it doesn't, like, there's flaws to it as well. Because you can't have too many goals.
Write those down. Like, once you have the goals, like, how do you go about attacking them? Like, implementing the steps. Because I think goals are great, but if you don't have systems in place or habits you're trying to build, like, how do you go about starting to build the habits to achieve those goals?
I'd say it's... A lot of it is just I approach it like how you would approach like manifesting something.
Right.
Because in the end, like, I don't know, I mean, like there's goals, but then there's landmarks or like things you want to do. And I can never really get behind like number-based goals.
Okay.
Like where if someone wants like 10,000 followers.
I don't like those either. Yeah. It's not realistic because you start to, because your happiness now is depicted by a number or analytic that somebody else. Because here's the thing, check this out. My most viewed podcast is actually a Facebook video podcast done that was over 10,000 views.
Yeah.
It's a 2.5 hour episode. The average view duration of that episode is 43 seconds.
Of course.
That's atrocious.
That's always how it is. Like,
That's not good.
With the music podcast, like I remember looking at the numbers and like some episodes would only get 30 downloads, but then when you look on Facebook, the impressions are like 800. And you're like, what?
How does this... It's tough, Not even! I was like, fuck.
Like, it's so deflating.